Hello and welcome back to our HIP Horse Lord series as the Kagan of Kangai clan, or tribe. In our last episode we declared war on Kumania for this one county here, which does seem ridiculous, but I think it's very important that we do that, because otherwise we're in danger of becoming blocked into this corner here. This one will give us access to the two realms to our south here to declare war on them, which we need to do, and Kumania is currently involved in a pretty serious looking revolt war, which they're actually losing by 10% right now, so if we ever had an opportunity, this is it. We have 8% war score right now, and I'm hoping that they will be willing to peace out at relatively low war score, so we don't have to go and siege all of their land or anything. Of course, they're not willing to right now, but that's fine. So let's unpause here. That is our son and heir getting married. Of course, our heir now is our second son, Kadan, and not our oldest son, Alkidai the Wolf, who we found in a cave in mysterious circumstances. If you recall, he has wolf's blood. We'd much rather play as him, I think, just because of the whole wolf thing, if nothing else. I think he's generally a better character as well. So we would like to try and get him more prestige at some point if we can. There is an option to send your sons away as mercenaries, which I assume would get him some prestige. But we can't do this for the moment because we would have to have more than 500 manpower. I guess that's the only thing stopping us right now, so maybe if we have some more manpower we'll be able to do that. We'll maybe try and stay at peace for a while after this war. Try to make that happen. Our vassal has done some work for us there, that's good. Bringing us up to 9%. We will get to keep this county without leaving any soldiers here, so once we get this siege we can move on to the next one. My son is modest and humble, never showing off or bragging. We'll let him become humble, that's fine. We won that siege, getting up to 14%. And we're going to get into this county, and they've just raised 2 horde units here, which we are going to obliterate, assuming we get there before they leave. And our vassal has left here, meaning that we no longer have that occupied. Let's just go there and back again to take out these units. Just gonna keep raising units and getting them destroyed, apparently. That's fine. My daughter needs a new guardian. I don't think we'll get her educated with Temujin. We'll save him to educate sons, probably, so that we can get some good commanders without having to hire them. Maybe we'll just get her a good diplomacy education, maybe. I don't think we can appoint her chancellor or anything, but no reason not to. So we're up to 18%. We are, of course, getting ticking war score from controlling our war goal. So maybe we just sort of play defensively and keep our armies close together here, just in case a large Kumanian army appears. I will take 250 troops and send them up here. Maybe our vassals will be kind enough to send out some forces a little bit further afield and take more land for us. Looks like they are doing just that. And looks like Kumania just lost some land to the Bulgars. Their revolt is possibly over, though. But the Khwarezmids and the Bulgars still are attacking them? Okay. I guess that was somebody else who took some land from them. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe that was just the revolt war ending. Either way, they're still occupied with other stuff, which is good news for us. This is another vassal of his coming in. And 2, in fact, okay. So he is willing to accept a white peace, but still not to give up. And I guess the fact that he's no longer in a revolt means he is even less likely to be willing to give up. So maybe we'll have to advance further and take more land. A daughter was born to our son and current heir, okay. Oh, incidentally, we are no longer in danger of losing the Khaganate title on succession. I think the issue was that our sons were not of age, so they weren't eligible to inherit. They have to be 16 or older, and in the absence of a son, 16 years or older, the title was going to one of my vassals instead, which kind of makes sense, I guess. So we'll continue to advance an army here. We'll actually take another small unit and take this county as well. If one of our vassals would like to take care of this, that would be nice. They've sieged a county here. We're up to 31%. To improve your stewardship and better learn how to administrate a realm, it strikes you that it might be a good idea to conduct a survey of the land. Trustworthy men would have to be sent out to every corner of your domain and record their findings. This information will then be collected into a single great tome. Let us write this Tome of Judgment, or now I fear it will be a waste of our time. Let us write this Tome of Judgment. Sounds good. We need to do something about... Actually, we don't need to do something about this because they don't have enough men to siege it right now. And our vassal here is headed down to this county. I think we'll just stay where we are for the moment. The kitchen is truly a wonderful place, filled with delicious things and smells, but it worries me that Burke spends all his time here when he should be practicing sword fighting and learning how to rule. We'll force him to learn how to fight, and he became brave. Good for him. So our vassal is not actually staying here. Headed to Inder to try and fight this army, which is actually fine. We'll get out on the 25th, and he's actually not going to get there till the 29th, so he is not going to catch them. Oh, and these guys are having some internal turmoil right now. Meanwhile, we're up to 36%. Still wouldn't accept peace, but we are making progress, I think. He's headed up to here for some reason. I think we're gonna have to advance further. Yeah. We can't build forts, which would be a way that I think we could hold these counties otherwise. So we really have no choice, I think, but to leave troops in them. I've noticed Marshal Subutai's hard work, and everyone seems to like him. I'm deciding between having my Marshal heighten the morale of the troops or try to recruit more soldiers. I guess we get nothing from levy size, since we don't actually have levies, so unless this applies to some other factor for nomads, then it's basically useless to us. So we'll just take morale of armies. And there are no holdings in any of these counties. So I guess we'll advance. Our court chaplain has died a natural death, okay. We need to appoint a new one. We'll give the job to... I guess we'll give the job to this guy. I think he had a clan sentiment modifier for not being a councillor. In fact, they both do, so we can get rid of that at least. And we can invest in economy tech, so I guess we get no benefits at all from castle infrastructure, or town infrastructure, or church infrastructure. Unless we actually do and it's just not listed here. It seems like none of these are actually limited by tech. The ones we can't build are because we don't have our capital in an appropriate province. So in that case, I guess we can just get construction. Still no sign of any Comanian armies. And they are still looking pretty depleted. Still have the same number of wars going on. I guess the Bulgars are occupying this land over here. Unless that's these guys. Our vassal is heading up here, which is good. Gets us to 43%. I'll dispatch a unit over here to take this county. Maybe we'll just stay here and hold on to them because we are running into the Bulgars' occupations here. Our daughter became a brilliant strategist. Pretty decent character. I'll see if we can get her married to somebody. We can marry her to a chief, which I guess would give us an ally. Yeah, we'll just see if anyone offers, I suppose. The men you sent out to survey the land have returned. You now have a precise count of the households down to how many cows they own. This was a wise initiative, and your stewardship ability has increased. We gain 2 stewardship. Nice. Okay, so we're at 44 war score now. Yeah, the majority of it is just coming from the ticking war score, so we're not actually gaining much benefit from holding all of this land. So maybe the right strategy for fighting other nomads is not to spread out and occupy as much land as possible, but only take the holdings and the war goal, and otherwise just fight his armies. Which I guess is good to know. But we'll continue to hold on to them for the moment. If we see any sizable army from Romania, we'll, of course, form up our troops again so that we can fight it better. My son is trying to become shy, but we'll talk to him about it and see if we can make him gregarious instead. We didn't. Looks like the Karkanids have finished with their revolt. Oh, and we might be in a little bit of trouble here. So let's see if we can get this army out of here before we get caught. We can. Okay, so try to gather all of our troops together here. Or maybe we'll actually... and we'll try to go here. Oh, never mind. Looks like we are not going to have to fight them after all. Okay, I think we will stop with the spreading out plan and instead go and fight armies that we can find. So that's probably a better way to gain war score. Though obviously we will keep the occupation of our war goal. If we can find any armies that don't get immediately destroyed by one of the other enemies. Our son lacks a guardian, okay, we'll get him educated with Temujin, sure. Maybe gain another good commander out of it. So maybe our best strategy here is going to be to just get our whole army together, go march on his capital, try and siege that. We do outnumber his troops. Okay, I'll just leave the small ones up here because they're pretty far away and they'll slow us down if we wait for them. And we'll go straight for the capital. Meanwhile, we will still be gaining ticking war score. Oh, and our son died of pneumonia. How sad. Okay, we won a battle and a siege here. Oh, I guess I did actually tell my men to move. That's fine. They can head down here. It looks like we are maybe going to attack this army if we get there in time. Not until the 8th of June, so we are well behind. But maybe we'll catch up with them in the capital. We will actually leave this 500 down here. There's a couple of small armies wandering around which we should keep an eye on. So if we just sit here and siege, we should get a decent amount of war score for holding this, I think. Oh, only a few percent. Still better than none. Chagatai is no longer the guardian of our daughter. This is Temujin's son, of course. Died after a period of illness. It's unfortunate. So we do need to find a new guardian for our daughter. Sure, no guy, you can do it. And betrothed can marry. This is our son Alkadai the Wolf and the Princess of Khotan. He's going to gain a little prestige from this, which is good, since we want him to overtake our other son in prestige if possible. And we can call in Khotan now, since we are allied to them. But I don't think that's actually going to be necessary, so we'll try to keep them in reserve in case of emergencies. And a couple of percent war score from that. He's still not willing to take a piece. I think we're going to have to get him close to 100. He still has 1,700 troops around somewhere, so if we can find them and fight them, I think that's going to be our best bet for gaining war score. Oh, here they are, actually. Headed to Itil. So for the moment we'll just head to Saray and try to fight him in Itil if possible. Oh, and now he has a lot more troops than I'm comfortable fighting. But on the other hand, if he wants to attack us across the river crossing here, I'm pretty confident in us having better commanders than he does. So I would like our chances. Looks like he's doing it. Okay. Let's roll the dice, I guess. My son has a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. That's fine. Maybe we should have sent this 500 up here. Would have made all the difference. Pretty much no chance of them getting here in time at this point, but we'll send them anyway. Who knows how long the battle might go on for. And it's actually not going to start for over a month. And in fact, we're going to get to fight part of the army for a little while first. So we definitely do have better commanders, especially on the left flank here, where they don't even have a commander. We'll see how this goes here for the next little while until the reinforcements arrive. Pretty well is the answer. Okay, a couple more days, and the reinforcements are here. Our reinforcements are not too far away, but I don't really like their chances of getting here in time to help out. They now have a commander on the left, but we are about to break their right. And we did it. 69% war score, okay. Offer peace, we will enforce our demands. I now am kind of disappointed that we are only getting a single county out of this, because it was a pretty great war in the end, but that's fine. It's an important county. We gain prestige, piety, and we can bring our troops back home. So this probably means we are going to be obliged to give out another county. Which is fine. I guess we'll give it to this clan since it's adjacent to their lands anyway, and they have 3 counties and the other clan already has 4. This is Kyrgyz. Okay, so this gives us borders with these guys, which means we can attack them even though they are our ally now. Oh no wait, they're not the ally. We are allied with Khotan. Excuse me. And we can potentially even get a border with these guys if we take a few counties on the Kharkinids and expand that way. Okay, well, we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.